It's Wild 94.1, man. Bootleg Kev here, and we have got a special guest in studio. We've been playing his music on Sunday nights for a long time.
From the great state of Ohio, too.
From Ohio.
Yes,
we've got Stalley. Stalley is in the building.
What's going on? Tampa, what's happening?
Kev's like, oh my God, you're so excited. Someone from Ohio.
This guy never meets anybody from Ohio.
Yeah, it's Ohio thing.
You're obviously an Ohio State guy?
Yes, big time.
Okay.
Big time.
I appreciate you.
I might be
smart.
That might be.
Is that like your number one thing to root
might
for?
Be.
Like over the Cavs, over the Indians?
Might be.
It's the only team in Ohio that's relatively good most of the time. You know?
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, the Indians, the Cavs.
The Indians went to the World Series like 20 years ago, right?
95 and 97. Watch your mouth.
20 years ago. It literally was like 19 years ago.
We got beat by the Marlins, right?
Yeah. The Marlins and the Braves. And
yeah.
Look, man, I want to be happy right now. Let's change the subject.
Channing Frye's on the team now, so you guys are on the way.
Chill.
He said chill.
Please relax.
Anyway, we got Stalley in the building. He just put out a new project a couple weeks ago, right?
Yes.
Called Saving Yusef.
Yes.
Which is out. You could go check it out. There's
Dat Piff, SoundCloud, all that good stuff, man.
It's a free project. And yo, man, I feel like your album Ohio was very slept on. It kind of came and went. There was, a song like the record with Ty Dolla $ign was huge. Should have been a smash.
And the remix.
100 miles an hour.
And the remix.
Oh, the remix was fire for sure.
The remix was crazy. Shout out Corrupt, Casey Veggie.
But like I've kind of like been kind of hip to like the way like because Omarion's a good homie and he had this song Post to Be. He's obviously signed to MMG.
Yes.
And Post to Be was like it was out for a very long time before they finally were like, okay, we got to push the button and make this work.
Yes.
Why do you think Ohio was released and kind of didn't, I guess, get the attention that it might have deserved?
My honest opinion?
Yeah.
I think it was rushed. I think that
I thought it was kind of rushed.
Yeah,
I was like, oh shit, Stalley's dropping an album.
Yeah.
And it's coming out real soon.
Right, yeah. As you know, because like you know me and you've known me for so long. So, everybody was waiting for the album. And then it was kind of like abrupt. It was like, hey, I'm coming out with an album. By the way, it's a month from now.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what
real.
I mean?
That's
so
exactly how it went.
That's how it went. So it was like, it was definitely rushed, but I feel like, Meat going to jail and that situation happened and it was like, who's up next? Who can we put out? Who can we go with? And I think that it was just very unfortunate and unfair for me because I feel like I was put in a tight situation where it was like I wanted to be a team player and be like, okay, and plus I wanted to give my fans an album because everybody's been waiting for it and I was even waiting for it. It was long overdue. So it was like, of course, when I was ready, I'm like, yeah, let's go. But, looking back at it, it's just like, not that the album was bad or that the album was put together. Yeah, it was a great album. It wasn't put together sloppy or it didn't feel rushed when you listen to it. But I just wish we took more time as far as just the promotion of it and getting things in order so that it could have been as successful as it should have been.
So I do feel like with MMG, like there's obviously a lot of artists on the label. There's guys, that sign like, shout out to my dog Yada out in Vegas, who's on the label, and guys like yourself, Rocky Fresh, who's finally putting out new music again. Yeah, I was like, for a while, I was like, where is Rocky Fresh? What happened?
After Fresh Veggies.
Shout out to Jane the Jeweler in the building. But yeah, he put out that project with Casey. But like, what in your opinion has kind of been like the gift and the curse of being on MMG? Because obviously we all love Ross, we all love MMG, and it's the squad. But like, there's certain artists that sit and chill and you got an album out.
Yeah,
yes,
I did.
See a smile?
He's like, I slid in there. Yeah, I slid in there. You know what I'm saying? So, but man, that's a good question. I really can't, like the gift of it is just, I tell people this, my friends, I tell, and y'all are my friends, and I tell this, one thing that it helped, it's like, it's a popularity thing.
It's like a status thing.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like a status or a popularity thing. But I didn't come into this game to be popular.
No.
I didn't come into this game for a status or for fame. I came in because I want to be one of the greats. I want to be recognized for the music that I put out, for the love and the attention and effort that I put into each song. I want to get that's the love that I'm looking for, or that's the attention that I want.
Yeah, you want to be known for the music first.
Yeah, I don't want people to be like, oh, that's Stalley with the beard.
That's the dude from MMG.
Like, I didn't come for that. So, you know, some people are happy with just that. Some people aren't. I'm one of those people that aren't. So I think that those are my gifts and my curses, is that, you know, I'm somebody who I'm such in love with the music, with the art, with the art of making music and with, you know, doing. I love what I do. So it's not about, you know, the fame, you know.
So what is Saving Yusef is an incredible body of work.
Yes, thank you.
Got Big Crit on the album. Got Ray Cash on the album.
Yes, you did. Shout out to that.
I kept it.
Your
clean.
homie Rashad too.
Bumping my music.
Rashad, definitely.
Yeah, I heard Ray Cash in a minute. COD was fire though back in the day.
Man.
Very slept on album.
And Clangin' and Swangin'.
100%.
I don't know if you heard.
I don't know about the
That's a
Clangin' and Swangin'.
mixtape that he did.
Yeah,
with
that's
the
too
kick
Ohio
drums.
for me.
That's too Ohio.
I was in Arizona at the time.
He's looking at me.
I got COD though.
Adrian's got it covered.
But yeah, shout out Ray Cash, man. He's definitely, you know, Ohio legend, man. I was very, very happy to have him on the project.
But like, what is the plan now? Are you just doing the BCG thing?
Yeah.
Or are you still MMG? I guess is the question.
Yeah, I'm. You know,
Jace.
Yeah. Like, I mean, my focus right now is BCG and myself. You know, like I said, I came here to be one of the greats. I came to put great music out, and that's what I have to do. It's all love with the MMG and Ross, and I appreciate him for everything he's done for me. You know, he changed my life in a lot of ways. You know what I mean? So it's always family and always love there.
One of your biggest backers too, right?
Yeah,
surprisingly, I don't think a lot of people would think
people
that.
don't. Yeah, people don't understand how much Ross had went for me. I mean, that he goes hard for me, and he's always, you know, showed me nothing but love, and made sure people noticed and recognized the talent that I have. You know what I mean? So for that, I can't even.
I mean, at the end of the day,
back,
you have an album out on MMG.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a big deal.
And he made sure of that.
For
you
sure.
know, and that's one thing that he promised me, and he always
delivered.
He delivered and always stood true to his words. So, like I said, it's always love. But me right now, what I have to focus on is me.
Getting back to that intelligent trunk music, baby.
Right, exactly. I got to get back to that intelligent trunk music and why I came in here for. I mean, what I came for, and I want people to understand it and to know that. You know, sometimes when you like are up under that thumb, or you kind of like behind the man or next to the man that's next to the man, like sometimes you got to be like, hold up, let me push my way to the front and let me really shine now. And it's just time to shine.
You're obviously a conscious guy.
Yes.
Anybody who listens to your music would know that about you. What do you think about all of this outrage from this Beyonce halftime show?
Or Kendrick, for that matter.
It is ridiculous.
It is.
It
really
crazy.
is. I was looking at it. I think I was walking into the hotel and it was on like CNN.
It's like
and
a
I'm
thing.
Like,
I just don't get it. Why is CNN
this?
talking? Like, it's been weeks.
Boycotting and
It's
all
crazy.
this craziness, and it's just like, man, like, you know, I said it. I think maybe a week or two ago, I did an interview. I forget with who, but I was just basically saying, like, I'm so proud of Beyonce for what she did at the Super Bowl on that stage. And Beyonce being who she is, we need more people like Beyonce to really step up and to make our presence known and our presence felt. And I don't think she did it in a classless way. I don't think she did it in a forceful way. I think she did it very
you complained you're nitpicking.
Very Beyonce.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she did it in a way that was very it just was good. You know, it was a good look. And like I said, it wasn't real boisterous. It wasn't loud. It wasn't in your face. It was just real subtle, and it still made an impact. As you can see, they're still talking about it. Same with Kendrick. I mean, I'm so proud of Kendrick.
Yo, it was one of the illest. I just wish he would have. I wish he would have got that album of the year, man.
Yeah, me too.
Man.
Me too. And he deserved it. You know, shout out Kendrick. Shout out Beyonce for really being a voice, being more than a voice. You know, really taking action and showing the world, hey, we here. And we're going to be heard, and we're going to be respected.
Let me ask you this, because I tweeted this the other day, and obviously I'm from the West Coast. I've been a fan of Kendrick since he was K-Dot back in the day.
Yeah.
But I said on Twitter, if Biggie is top 10 all time off 2 albums, Kendrick is top 10 all time right now, because he got 2 albums out. And
100%.
Do you? I mean, am I crazy? I mean, he's on his way.
So he's on his way.
If he's not there.
He's close, though,
if he's not there. Yeah, he's definitely close. Like, I mean, what he's done, the impact that he's had in the 2
like,
albums.
This guy is literally like, we all love Nas. Nas, my favorite MC of all time.
Agreed.
But like, he is like what Nas like Nas obviously Illmatic was incredible. It was written was incredible, but like Nas didn't like have Grammy moments like that. Nah. Like he is like
performance moments, the freestyle control.
Like he is like what we all want Nas to be.
Yeah, exactly.
What we all wanted.
What we wanted as a kid, we wanted Nas to be that.
And it's on a commercial level.
Yeah, times have changed.
For sure.
And hip hop is much bigger than, especially that type of hip hop. The type of, I mean, I don't want to say that type, but just the music.
Well, no, it is interesting because in
the
in the landscape of rap right now, it's really like, I mean, obviously, I love Drake. Drake makes good music, but like Drake. You'll never hear a record of where Drake's actually talking about anything that really is of substance. God bless him. I mean, he makes great records about the strippers, Hooter chicks he's banged. He makes club records.
Well, he had this song, what was that, Me, You, and the Six or something like that?
I mean he's got his moments. He's got his, I mean, Drake can rap his ass off. Let's be clear.
Definitely.
Then, you know, it's like Future and then a whole bunch of people trying to sound like Future. And it's working for them. And it's working.
Yeah.
But like the fact like Kendrick is existing and selling records and being successful in this climate is crazy.
It's amazing.
And you went on tour with them 2011, right?
Yes,
oh, the BET Music Matters tour. I remember that. I think that's where I first met you in Celebrity Theater.
Yep, exactly. With the spinning
stage in Phoenix.
Yep. That was a great show, man. Shout out Phoenix, man. That energy was insane in there. But yeah, Kendrick, you know, I got to be on the road with Kendrick, and that was, I believe, his first major tour. Like that was like 30 dates or 35 dates, and that was definitely mine too. And he actually brought me out there with him, so I always forever, you know, will love him for that, because that was a moment that, you know, in just time that you know, I'll always cherish. You know what I'm saying? My first major tour with Kendrick right before Good Kid, Mad City dropped.
That's crazy,
you know, we got the build. It was me, him, Absol, J-Rock, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, shout out Top and all them. They showed love, and, you know, I'm just so, and it's so crazy to see how fast he took off.
It was quick.
After that. Like it was
real quick.
Because literally the tour was over, and then like 2 weeks later his album came out, and then
he was back. I remember he was
everywhere.
back. Like he came back again. Like it's crazy. Like it was very fast.
Nah, shout out Kendrick, man. I'm proud of what he's doing, because you know he's doing what I want to do, and what I'm striving to do as well. So he's just opening that door and setting that stage for artists like myself to be able to come right behind him, pause,
and be successful, and really
doing just being you. And that's the thing that I take from him, J. Cole, guys like that. I know those two guys are kind of always mentioned when you talk about
those are the two guys. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, shout out to Cole too.
Yeah, shout
rightfully
out Cole.
So, Cole,
exactly.
Man.
And you know he deserves some Grammys too. You know what I'm saying? Sure. But you know, just those guys being themselves, making the music that they want to make, and staying true is definitely refreshing. You know, in like these days of the Futures and the Drakes, not knocking them, but just,
of course,
you know, that's where we at with it. So to see them doing it and to be excelling at what they do in this state of hip hop or rap music,
whatever we call it,
it at the time, it's a beautiful thing.
Who are some of the new guys that you're listening to?
Who
kind of give you that same feeling?
Who have I listened to that I can say? Chance, you know, Chance is definitely you know, a dope dude. Man, you know, it's funny. I really don't listen to hip hop because, unfortunately, I don't get inspired by hip hop. You know what I mean? I don't think anybody's really pushing the bar outside of the guys that we just mentioned.
Straight up,
you know what I'm saying? I think everybody's really just following suit or doing the same thing. So I kind of tap into other music and, you know, where I get my inspiration, because I feel like they're really pushing the bar as far as creativity.
Like what are you talking about?
Like, you know, like I listen to a band called like Japanese House off the top of my head. I like Blood Orange. What else do I listen to? I like Kurt Vile, John Mayer.
John Mayer's shit. That's the only person I know.
But you know, like these are like artists who play instruments, who also write their own music, like literally, like write music and write lyrics, you know. So I'm inspired by that type of thing, you know, and good songwriting, who can paint pictures and tell stories. Like that's where hip hop used to be, I feel, and I feel like that's where they're at. You know, even somebody like Sam Hunt, you know, who's like a country dude.
Dope.
Like he paints a picture though, and he, you know, he's very, you know, articulate, I guess. I don't know, but he definitely paints a picture. He definitely has great lyrics, and he's a great storyteller. So I try to listen to that, and then I go into older hip hop when I listen to hip hop.
Hey, why do you think it's so crazy? Because I just watched. I don't know if you're familiar with Triumph, the insult comic dog. The puppet, the
little puppet.
Oh yeah,
with the cigar.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
So he had like a election special on Hulu. That's like the funniest. If you're bored on the airplane, you gotta watch it.
Okay.
He just be murking Ted Cruz and Donald Trump. It's hilarious.
Okay.
But I'm just curious, why do you think it is like that in 2016? Like the two top Republican dudes are the most batshit crazy,
That's what we like.
racist, just absolutely.
Is it what we like?
It's
but
crazy.
you know, it's kind of like hip hop. It's entertainment. We like the person who's losing their mind,
And giving
who's
us something to talk
who's
about.
having a mental breakdown in front
It's
of us,
nuts.
and it gives us something to talk about, to meme about, to all those things. It's crazy. It is crazy, and it's like, is that America? Is that,
you know what's
what I mean?
crazy is
Like,
I feel like it's just really like, yo, finally there's a candidate that says something that all these racist white people are just thinking in their head, but
That's what I'm saying,
but they
yeah.
don't ever want to say it. But now there's someone saying
Yeah.
it, so they're like, "Fuck it!"
So they get
we
behind
here.
it. Yeah, exactly.
Let's
It's
build a
like,
wall.
Yeah, that's our representation. That's our Kendrick. That's our Kanye.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
whoever you wanna
It's
say. Like,
nuts.
We behind them, and that's why I said, is that America? Because it's
a
gotten
part
out
of it for sure.
Yeah, and it's gotten out of hand. Like for it
For
to
real.
even have gotten this far, it's crazy.
And it all stems from the fact that an African American president was elected.
100%.
And that's what I'm saying.
That pissed off so many pieces.
But do we have to follow that with
But let's be
such crazy?
And what's crazy is like he is like low key like middle of the road with a lot of shit. Like he's like had to compromise so much. Like you can't even say nothing about the dude. Like
That's true.
but are you voting? Like do you have your candidate
I have
yet?
to. I don't have my
Are
candidate.
you feeling the burn?
He's seeming like the one, but
Yo, Bernie Sanders out here, bro.
yeah, he's seeming like the one, but
You see his interview with Killer Mike?
yeah,
it was good,
It
yeah.
was good, but
Plus, it'd be kind of cool to have Larry David in the office.
yeah, exactly, 100%. But it's just crazy because it's like, I don't know, man. On both sides, I'm kind of like,
It's like, goddamn,
yeah, exactly.
what are we
like,
doing here?
Like, is this
Yeah.
all we got? Like,
This is what
you
we
sure
got.
You can't bring somebody else out the back, like, but I feel like we all have to vote. Like, it's important. This year is important. Just as all the years have been, it's very important because we can't let it get out of control.
Now, you played basketball against LeBron before, right? In high school.
In high school,
So I had to ask you, you're a Cavaliers fan.
yes,
This guy is just a psycho Cavs fan. Like,
Yes.
he's just weird.
yes.
But
I flew to the conference finals and finals.
he won't.
Yeah, I
he
did
will
too.
not wear a LeBron James jersey.
Why not?
He apologized,
But he won't. He won't wear a LeBron
let's be
James
clear.
jersey.
First off, he apologized for what he did.
Right.
He played his ass off in the finals.
Yes.
With everyone
Oh
hurt.
yeah, I see you fronting
That's
now.
all. That's
you
all.
see you fronting now that Stalley's here.
Don't act like I'm changing up. All that's great. I just don't have to put your jersey on. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
I don't have to wear your
I don't
shoes. I've
think I've
never
ever
wore a
wore-
pair of LeBrons.
Wow.
And
Yo, he's the
I had
greatest
every
player
one
of the
his
generation.
jerseys. Absolutely.
Greatest.
But he
and
said,
he's from Ohio.
But he's from Akron.
Yeah,
45 minutes
330.
away.
Where's
Same-
Kyrie
it's the same.
Irving from? He's not from Ohio, is he?
He's from Jersey.
Yeah, get the fuck out of
What
here.
you mean, Uncle Drew, man? No, Kyrie, man, Uncle Drew.
I love Kyrie's the truth, but
Yeah,
you gotta
but
know.
it's LeBron.
LeBron is a hometown
Thank
But
you.
I'm
boy.
gonna tell you
Everything
that's
that you've
why.
done?
That's why. Not to cut you off,
no,
but
good.
that's why I go so hard for LeBron, because it's not about
Even if
high
even when he
school, it's
left, he
not
didn't
about
really
anything.
leave.
It's about It's like he's the epitome of Ohio, and he's a great representation of our state. He always conducts himself well mannered. He's a family man. He hasn't done anything embarrassing for the culture.
He's never-
or
yeah.
for the
He
or
just
for
got free
NBA.
jerseys and they got mad. And he was in high school.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it.
but you know what I'm saying, and it's like, and he's just special on the court. You know what I mean? He's
100%.
So I'm just proud of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be like this crazy LeBron like fan or whatever, but I'm just proud of that somebody from home and so close is doing such a great job on a worldwide scale, and he's definitely doing it gracefully.
For sure. Now,
You know what I mean?
Cleveland specifically, there's yourself. Well, you're not specifically from Cleveland,
yeah.
but right outside of Cleveland.
Yeah,
Like 20,
exactly.
25
I'm
minutes away?
45 minutes from
45
Cleveland.
minutes away.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's like obviously Bone Thugs and Harmony,
Yes.
the gods of the region.
Of course.
Yes, of course.
Kid Cudi.
Kid Cudi,
Yes.
Chip,
Yes. MGK.
yourself, MGK.
Yes.
Do you have what's your relationship like with a guy like MGK, for example?
Yeah, no, it's love. Every time we see each other, you know, it's daps. And,
You're the one who stayed out of it.
Yeah.
For the record, you're the one who everything's
What, the Chip
good.
thing?
Everything is good now. There was beef. I don't know too much about it, but Kid Cudi, MGK, and King Chip. MGK is on this tour. But
I don't know if they even are they on tour now?
no, MGK is on tour, and Kid Cudi had the show House of Blues. He brought both of them out, MGK and King Chip.
dope.
Oh,
And
that's dope.
MGK did the
Very
what's
nice.
the song Till I Die remix.
Cudi has grown up a bit.
Yeah, that's
Very nice.
It was unnecessary, man. There's not many.
Yeah, and that's the thing too.
Representation.
Like, I don't have a problem. I don't know Cudi like
Right.
that. You know what I mean? That's one of the guys that I don't know. I've met Chip a few times. We've had conversations.
Y'all don't have a track yet?
We do actually. And Chip, if you out here listening, where I don't know where the camera
Y'all both
is,
in LA.
but put that song out, man.
Put it out
We
already.
did that song
Yeah.
like 3 years ago.
Yeah,
man.
like, yeah.
You
Just
know
throw
what
it
I'm
out
saying?
there.
For SoundCloud, dog.
yeah.
Give me a clean.
But Chip is the homie. We got a record together that he has. He's been holding on to it. But as far like I'm cool with him, MGK. I don't know Cudi enough, or I don't even know the last. I probably met him years ago, so I really not too familiar.
Any interaction with Bone? Any of the
Bone-
members of
Bone-
Bone?
Bone. I had a little bit of interaction, but they, you know, it's all love with them too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They the OGs. They the,
Of course.
you know, they the pioneers of it, man. Like they one of the reasons why I even started rapping for real.
Straight up,
Like,
and they are very like in the grand scheme of looking back and people talking about some of the greatest. Like I feel like the
no, they
Bone,
are the great one. Like
Bone
if
is
not, like
they don't get the just due, man.
nah, they changed the
When
game.
I was a kid, they were like the big, like in Arizona. That's their big. It's funny. Phoenix, Arizona, where I'm from originally, is their biggest selling market of all time.
I believe it.
They come there 3 times a year and sell out. But like when I was a kid, Bone was like. It was like Bone and Tupac.
yeah,
and
no.
Doggy Style, the album. Like it was about it. Like
yeah, no, like they were everything. Like to me, like I think I grew a fro. I had braids, everything. Like just because.
and
of
Busy
them.
Bone is like such a slept on
Oh
rapper.
yeah, man.
Busy can
Insane.
chop, bro. Like,
But yeah, no, like as far
out of his fucking mind for the record.
Yeah,
but he's
yeah,
amazing. Yes.
I mean, but to answer your question, like as far as Ohio rappers go, especially in the Cleveland, I mean, it's all love. I don't know if they got problems with me, but you know, as
They
far
should.
as me, no, they better
I'll talk
not.
to him.
You know.
So Saving Yusef is out.
Yes.
What is this kind of like warm up? It feels like just kind of like, hey guys, I'm you know.
Yeah, this is the warm up.
still here.
This is really the I'm still here. Take this, enjoy it, and we have a lot more on the way. Like this is really just like I have so much stored for this year, man. I'm so
How many records you sitting
excited.
on?
Man. Yeah, like
A lot.
a lot.
That means a lot.
Everybody called me a hoarder.
You're a hoarder of songs.
Music.
You
Yeah,
gotta
of
be careful.
songs. Like I know. I'm like, yeah, I have a lot of music, but this year I'm putting them out. Like a lot of songs that was on Saving Yusef were, 3-4 years old.
Wow.
Yeah. Like old. Like Cut a Rug was 3 years old.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. But I
That's
I
record
put
with Crit,
Crit
right?
on it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I put Crit on it. But there's a lot of songs.
You know
that-
what? It makes sense because STS is on it. He was on it 3 or 4 years
Yeah,
ago, right?
exactly, yeah.
So
So-
it's like, wow, I haven't seen that guy's name in years.
Right, yeah. So it's like a lot of those songs were like old records. So like I'm starting to do some spring cleaning. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And then get ready for the next album. But I'm excited.
Do you
man.
just like stay in the studio? Or is that like you're just
Yeah, man. I'm like, if you ask it,
if you're at
I'm
the
like,
crib, you got the studio at the crib?
Yeah. Like, I write a lot at the crib, and then I go into the studio. But I'm either way. It just depends on the mood. Like sometimes I want that studio atmosphere. Sometimes I just do everything in the house. But as far as like working, I'm always working. That's why I know a lot of my fans. They don't see me post on Twitter or Instagram a lot, or they'll be like,
You
"Man, I
busy."
ain't seen you, but I'm working." Like and they start to realize now because now people be like, I'll put something out, and they'll be like, "I knew Stalley was working. He was too quiet."
Who are some like I'm assuming you're sitting on some pretty fire beats. I feel like I want to hear you on some Ninth Wonder. I think that would be lit.
That might have to happen.
That might have
Yeah,
to.
that
I mean,
might
Ninth
happen.
is doing his thing with the
Yeah.
Jamla records and Rhapsodies. You got to do a record with Rhapsody too.
Yeah, shout out Rap.
She's fire.
A beast. Yeah, I was in Carolina at Ninth Studio maybe 2 years
Go
ago.
catch a lecture
She
of his.
fell asleep on the
Exactly. Go to
she
Duke,
fell
catch a
asleep on the
lecture.
couch, but it was late though. It was after one of the shows. But I definitely got to get up with Ninth. I mean, he's somebody who supported me when Lincoln Way Nights came out. He was very vocal about that project and how he appreciated. So I would love to get in with Ninth. There's a couple people, Shafiq.
I've heard the name.
He's like 1/3 of the Sarah.
Okay, yeah.
He's out. So we've been talking about doing some stuff. It's gonna be like I said.
You got some stuff.
I've definitely got some
All the
interesting
Currency tracks.
stuff. Oh yeah, that's my brother.
After
man.
address stuff.
Yeah,
That's all from that Dame era. Because even with Crit and Dizza and all that,
Yeah.
what was like your favorite memories of that? Because that collective that's my high school. Straight up.
Nah,
all them
like
tracks.
that is one.
By
of
the way, you're a goddamn baby.
Yeah, I know.
No, it's true. No,
Jesus
that's my high
Christ.
school though, dog.
Yeah, because that was only like 4 years ago.
No, seriously, that was
but nah, like those were some of the best years for me being a artist and really starting to like hone in on my craft. I was blessed. Put it like that. To be in the room, like there
That
was
collective.
times when I was in the room like this, and I would look around, and it's like Currency here. J Electronica here, Most Def here, Ski Beats here,
The weed
Black
right
Keys
here.
right there, the
weed
weed
right
everywhere, Dame right here.
Yo,
you
the
know what I'm
black,
saying?
the black. What was the albums that Dame put out?
the Black Rock.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
So
that's
slept on.
No, like Dan Albrook. He's the Black Keys. They from Akron, Ohio.
It's so
They went
crazy.
to Firestone High School.
And the Black Keys are so popping
Yeah.
now.
Good football team.
Yeah, they're
Huge.
they're
But yo, the Black Rock album, I think there was 2 of them, but the first one
no, it was crazy.
was
insane.
so slept on.
I mean, Nicole Ray was on there.
Was it Mos on there?
Mos, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Jim
Mos was
Jones
on
had
there.
some
Jim
moments
Jones,
on there.
The Cool Kids, but that's what I'm saying. There was times when you were in the room, or there was times when we had open mics or whatever, and Erykah Badu would be on the mic, then Mos would get on the mic, then I'd get on the mic, then Currency, then the Cool Kid. It was just crazy. Like Crit was there, Dizza was there.
I'm curious because you said when you were working at A-Life, when you moved from Massillon to New York, you had one CD, you gave it to Mos.
Yeah.
When's the next time you saw him? Like in the situation, he go, "Oh, it's you."
Yeah, the
What's
next
good?
time, the next time I seen him was probably, it was either months or like maybe a year later. We bumped into each other again, and it was still love. He remembered me or whatever, and then after that, and then we did shows. It was like some shows and stuff, and then I was like just on the road, and then and then we bumped into each other again at DD 172.
Wow.
At the dojo. That was the next time. So I gave him the CD, bumped into him like a little bit later after that, and then the next time bumped into him again at DD 172. And when he seen me, he was like, kind of like, what you doing? Like, what I'm saying? I was like, oh, well, and it was always love. And he's one of the big reasons why I continue to do music, because I gave him that CD. He gave me those encouraging words of like, yo, you got it, keep doing it, like, stay yourself. Like, it was just like one of those moments where it was like kind of like a epiphanic moment where it was like, okay, I'm doing the right thing. Like, because Mos Def, somebody that I looked at and admired as a child, like, and kind of grew up listening to, did grow up listening to, he is one of the people who was like, yo, you got something. Keep doing it.
You catch a lot of people shoplifting at A-Life, or did you just like that?
No, actually, nobody did. We wasn't.
It's like a pretty minimal like boutique, right?
Yeah,
like,
it was
like,
one of those
very
places.
noticeable.
They saw the beard. They're like,
yeah,
"Oh,
he wasn't. He wasn't.
Don't
getting
try
away.
it.
Yeah, and we had some dudes, some scary people in there, man. Like,
That's what's up, man. Well, look, the project's out right now.
Yes.
I'm gonna let you introduce any song. I have the whole mixtape clean. Thank you for that, by the way. A lot of these rappers out here, I just have him clean up all the songs usually.
true.
But
yeah, well, I had to get it to you. What song should we get into? Let's get into. Well, I know "Cut a Rug" is
trying to get into my girl's pants. Let's play that "Cut a Rug."
Let's play that "Cut a Rug" featuring Crit off Saving Yusef. Out right now. Check out the SoundCloud. It's soundcloud.com/.
More music coming.
More music is coming. A lot more music is coming.
More.
Yeah. So
Soon.
catch me
Yeah.
soon.
Shout
Very
out to
soon.
Stalley, man. We out.